So what we doing here, Hamza? Because I see you with these titles. All right, I see you. How high value men deal with rejection. High valued men. Okay. How long does it take to get jacked? Jacked? Ain't nobody over here trying to get jacked. Who trying to get jacked? 8 things destroying men's mental health. Men's, Hamza? What you being sexist now, Hamza? What's going on? What happened to the videos we could all follow? What's going on here? It's almost like you're trying to appeal to young men. What you trying to get into, Hamza? Cause this ain't fair. What's going on here? I tune in every day to see your videos, and this is what we get. This is how you treat us. Oh my gosh! Other than Hamza, there's not really any self-improvement people I follow. Like, I'm not about Hamza. Don't make me subscribe to these divine femininity channels. But anyway, as my frustration grows for Hamza obvious attempts to shaking off his female fans and there not being any female self-improvement YouTube channel, there's not a lot of options going on here. So I'm just like, fine, you know, let me get a crack at it, I guess.
I'll do it myself.
I don't know. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Are you a female Hamza fan? Cause I am. Let's see how we can take everything he's taught us thus far and turn it feminine, make the female version of it. I don't know. Let's just see here. Now, one of the first things I did to really get into self-improvement, throw myself into this lifestyle, throw myself into working out, bettering myself, being the woman of my dreams, essentially, is to tear down the delusion. And don't click off yet. I know what that sounds like when people say, like, oh, you gotta stop being delusional. Women are delusional, whatever. But there is a sense of delusion that we have for ourselves in the attempt to be self-loving of ourselves. You know, like, well, what do you often hear when you say, like, oh, I need to lose weight? Like, if you say that in front of your girlfriends, 5, 6 of them, they're gonna be like, oh, you're so beautiful. Like, no, you're beautiful. You're perfect. You don't need to change. Babe, when did I say I was ugly? I just thought I was fat. That's a true fact. Like, what's going on? I'm 5'1" and over 200 pounds, okay? That's big for my size. That's big for my height. And you wouldn't know that being in front of me in person, but that's way too big, right? For me and my height. Also, just my lifestyle, things I want to do, like how I want to feel, and just working out consistently for 3 weeks. It's like, even when I, you know, make a mistake and slip back into my old habits, it just doesn't even feel right. Like yesterday, I had a cheat meal. I had a fish sandwich, Cajun fries, and an Oreo shake. And I felt like trash, okay? I know it's supposed to be like a little treat, like, oh, some. But even that, I was just like, man, that shake wasn't worth it. Like, so the first step I would say is to realize what you are objectively. And if we're gonna go by 1 through 10, right? Like, a month ago, if you would ask me, what would you rate yourself objectively, 1 through 10? And someone did ask me that, right? And my answer was a 12. Okay, a 12. And he's like, no, objectively. And I'm like, trying to mess with my self-esteem, like a freaking 12.
Hands across the board. Oh, period.
And I genuinely believe that, right? But if I really step back and look at it from like who I am, or who I want to be, who I want to be around, and the lifestyle I want to live, right? It's like, nah, I'm really a 5. Like, I think I'm pretty. I think I'm attractive. I think my body is attractive, even though I'm fat, right? Like, I used to have very bad self-esteem issues over the weight, but I think just being fat for so long, I don't know. The delusion of it got so bad where it's like, man, I look like a fertility goddess. Like, you know what a fertility goddess looks like? But I just thought that was so attractive, right? And not even like self-realizing that a fertility goddess looks like that, because it's supposed to represent like a woman that's had children, right? It's like, I'm 23, like I haven't had any children. I should not look like I've had children, right? But I don't know if that's society's fault or some type of reverse body dysmorphia, but I just find myself attractive. It's almost like a fat fetish, like looking at myself in the mirror like, oh my god, like so attractive. Like even like the spin arounds I do, like I take pictures of my weight loss progress. I like do my little body checks or whatever, like see how much weight I lost. And even that, I'm just like, bruh. But I'm not rating myself a 5 because I'm fat. That's one of the reasons. That's one point missing, right? Like let's say I started off as a 12, right? And I really thought about it objectively, of my desirability, of just my quality of life, of just everything, right? I looked at that 12 and I'm like, yeah, I'm really overweight. Like, so that brings it down to like an 11, right? I am in debt, okay? Like, as far as money issues go, it's like I'm trying to be very Atomic Habits right now and say, like, I'm better at money. Like, I am better at money, but, like, that's something I'm trying to get at, right? 2,000 on my credit card, 1,000 on my mom, like I have tickets like that I still not paid that I don't even know are like doubling right now, right? That is something that's not attractive. Okay, let's bring it back to a 10. Matter of fact, let's just take the 2 points off, because like if it's 1 to 10, it's 10, right? So I thought myself as a 10, right? So now it's like 8. And not only that, my mindset, my mental health, it's skyrocketed my mental health, right? But let's just say, for argument's sake, that because you know, especially the last couple of days, I kind of been a little sad, like a little lonely or whatever. But let's just say the mental health things is like, you know, whatever. So that's like a 7. How I want people to perceive me. A lot of people perceive me as much younger than what I am. Some people see me as very immature, and I can act childish. So yeah, that's like a 7, because like I want people to see me as a grown woman, and that's just not where I'm at right now. Cleanliness, like my mom, like I live with my mom, like all the time. It's like she's telling me like, oh, like clean up after yourself, yada yada yada. So yeah, as far as cleanliness, like so that's down to a 6. And as far as just doing what I say I'm gonna do, it's like that's something I'm getting better at each and every day, but it's not something that's rock solid yet. So 5. And you know, that's all I could really think about when it came to that. Speaking of which, like if I get that in the camera, my mom's gonna watch this and be like, why don't you move the stuff? People gonna know you think we have a dirty house or whatever. Let's really like stop being delusional with ourselves, alright? Like I could sit here and say I'm a 10 and have the highest self-esteem, but it's like, am I really? No, not really. I'm more like a 5. But all the things that make me a 5 and knocked me down, right, can be worked on. And that's where self-improvement comes in. If you see yourself as a 10, you're basically saying there's nothing to improve on. That's all I got for today. Like, I think right now I might start a little video series on just, like, the things that I need to do to work on myself, because you know, obviously it's not like I've been doing this for long, but just say the things that has been working for me, period. And right now that's one of the best things that I've done for myself, is realize there's a lot I could self-improve on, and just working towards that each and every day. Oh, and I just thought of something else while I was talking. It's like I am always late. Like my dad sent me this meme the other day. It was like, if you could win $1 million by inviting someone somewhere, if they show up late, you win the money. If they show up on time, you don't win the money. He's calling me. I'm like, man, like, man. Oh my gosh. So yeah, like a 4 now. Like, dang, like a 4. But yeah, there's a lot of points taken off to that 10 that I essentially thought about. So like, I think the best thing to do, and it's not in a self-loathing way, it's not in a self-pitying, like, oh, like I hate myself, da da da. But just really look at the parts of your life that you would change. Look at the parts of your life that you don't like people associate you with. Is it being late? Is it always saying you're gonna do something and not? You know, like. And also look at the people you have around you. If you're always attracting Jeffreys, if you're always attracting losers, if you're always attracting like men that you're just looking like, why do these people keep trying to hit on me? And you think you're just so up the bar. Maybe you're not up the bar, because maybe they wouldn't be talking to you, right? Like, let's just really be honest with ourselves. Have the honest conversation. Is like, am I a 10? Like, or am I a 5? Or a 4 that I just, you know, put on there. But Like, I don't know if this might be like a journey we can take together as female Hamza fans, female fans of self-improvement, just women self-improvement, period. I'm gonna see if I can make this a thing. So, without further ado, as Hamza would say, do the hard work even when you don't feel like it. Mwah!